Hello everyone. In this video today, we're going to be taking a look at an article from USA Today. It's written by Sarah M. Monizusco or Monlusco or whatever it is. I'm butchering it. It was published on March 1st. And when I read this, oh God, I was completely sketched out and lost all respect for Ian McKellen when he said this. Because he is basically trying to blame Bryan Singer and Kevin Spacey being into molesting children. Because they weren't adults, makes them children, minors, aka pedophilia, pedastry, depending on the age. Because I know there are going to be people that are going to split hairs. But we'll just call it what it is, kid diddling. He's trying to say that their alleged kid diddling occurred because they were in the closet. That's some sick, twisted shit to justify them molesting kids, kid diddling, by saying, oh, it was because they were in the closet. Oh, they wouldn't have done it if they were in the closet. Bullshit. They would have. So anyway, Ian McKellen, Bryan Singer, Kevin Spacey, alleged abuse occurred because they were in the closet. That's the title of this article. And all I got to say is McKellen taking this stance has me wondering if he's got some teenage boy skeletons in his closet when he was in it himself. Because no normal person would say, well, the reason why they diddled kids is because, oh, they were in the closet. No sane person says something like that. Ian McKellen is making some controversial comments about men who have been accused of sexual misconduct in Hollywood. Oh, they've been more than accused. One's on trial. This is some messed up shit. And I kind of said to myself, maybe I should clean up my language a little. But I'm going to warn you now. I might start sounding like I have Tourette's going through this. Because this really chaps my ass. This one really pisses me off. Because to try to say that and justify raping children, because that's what it comes down to, or molesting them. If you know, in Singer's case, it's rape. At least with friggin' what's his face there, Spacey. It's molestation. You know, not better, but still. Got to be, you know, at least somewhat accurate on the accusations being said here. And I love this about men who've been accused of sexual misconduct. You mean molestation and rape of young men, boys. During a live recording of the Queer AF podcast during National Student Pride 2019, the actor shared his reaction to the allegations against Bryan Singer and Kevin Spacey, two people he has worked with before. So he has a professional relationship with these people, and who's to say he doesn't have a relationship, you know, on the note of friends as well. He first noted that the director and actor weren't out during the time the alleged incidents occurred, and then he made a puzzling statement citing that as the cause of their alleged behavior. Oh my God. That's no, that's not how it works. Okay. And Singer was saying really sketchy shit on the note of like the you know, predilections of his with underage boys on his Twitter account and had to delete the stuff trying to do damage control. Kevin Spacey, if you couldn't tell back in the day that he was as queer as a $3 bill, there was something wrong with you. Even the weakest gaydar could figure that one out. The worst gaydar could figure that one out. I don't get how he can try to say, oh, well, they weren't out. Well, if they weren't out, they wouldn't be molesting, you know, barely teen or into their, you know, barely teen or teenage boys. Like they've been, you know, accused of at this point. They'd be having gay consensual sex with men. It has nothing to do with them being in the closet. Most of them were in the closet. Hence, all of their problems as people and their relationships with other people, he said. That does not justify kid diddling like you're trying to use it, buddy. If they had been able to be open about themselves and their desires, they wouldn't have started abusing people in the way they have been accused. Abusing people. They abused kids. Holy shit. I've lost all respect for this guy. All right. I can't even put this aside and like with some actors, okay? And appreciate their work for what it is. Okay, like back in the day on Twitter, okay, David McKean and me, you know, Lenny from, was he Lenny? I think he was Lenny from Laverne and Shirley. He was on Saturday Night Live for a bit. He was in the 80s movie Daryl. He's been in a lot of different things over the years, okay? Me and him used to get into it, all right, and disagree on Twitter before I got banned. The same with Robert Picardo, okay? You know, the guy who played the Doctor on Star Trek Voyager. I love their work as actors, and I could set that aside, even though politically we disagreed and we got into some heated things. Me and McKellen, McEwen, and Picardo, you know, and I could make that distinction. With this guy, with the shit that he's pushing, I can't. It just jades my view of all of his work. Because I'm always going to be looking at him going, well, he's a kid diddler apologist. And I'm going to wonder if he's, like I said, got some young boys in his, you know, skeletons, young boy skeletons in his closet, so to speak, or a young teenage boy. Makes you wonder when he's trying to make a justification like that. It really does. I mean, this is just some messed up shit. If they were been able to be open about themselves. If they were able to be open about themselves, they'd be openly talking about how they like to diddle young teenage boys. Jesus Christ. He followed up his shocking comment by adding that whether those accused of abuse should be forced to stop working is debatable. No! If they're kid diddlers, that should affect their careers. The accusation itself, if there's credible proof, there's some questionable stuff, okay. But, yeah, there should be some look at that. When saying, should we have this guy on a movie set where he could have exposure, like, say, Singer. He's a director. He's going to direct movies that have kids in them. You know, young boys or teenage boys or whatever. Do you want to risk having him around those teenage boys or young boys, you know, that are at the verge of teenage years? Do you want him near them? Do you want to risk that? Because I sure as shit don't. That's like the idea who played, the guy who played Dennis Blunden in Head of the Class. He, in the 80s movie Better Off Dead, was I moved my, sorry. I accidentally hit my pop filter. But, you know, the one with the mother that grabbed the cheeks and go, Ricky, you know, she grab him and try to move your mouth. Well, that guy there really messed up shit with a lot of the kids on Nickelodeon when he went behind the camera. A lot of messed up shit. His foot fetish was shown in, oh God, who's the Disney chick who did the comedy show that then did the sitcom with Jennifer, what's her face from 90210? But her, Jeanette McCurdy, and what's her face from iCarly. Really weird shit. Like McCurdy, recordings of her doing, like, saying some really fucked up shit in relation to that guy, like, makes you wonder if he did something to her. Yeah, it's like that. It's like trying to justify that. It's no different. All right. And like Dennis Blunden's foot fetish. iCarly gets her toes stuck in a tub. And like, he's probably sitting there going, like a sick bastard he is. I mean, this is no different. Just the degeneracy of Hollywood. Oh, God. So he's saying it's debatable. I think that's rather up to the public, he said. Do you want to see someone who's been accused of something that you don't approve of? Do you ever want to see them again? If the answer is no, you won't buy a ticket. You won't turn on the television. But there may be others for whom that's not a consideration. So what you're saying is some people are okay with guys molesting young boys, teenage or just barely teenage. You think you're trying? Well, the only people I think that are going to be okay with that are other kid diddlers. Just saying. And you seem to be one of those ones that's okay with it. So it makes me wonder if you are one. McKellen, this is disgusting. This is truly disgusting. And I'm surprised I've kept my language as clean as I have. Because I just literally want to sound like I have Tourette's right now. I think this is a new leaf for me. Don't worry, I will swear at some points, but I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, at least for the time being. Just to test a theory. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is so vile. Oh, my God. McKellen worked with Singer on X-Men movies and the 1998 film Apt Pupil. He worked with Spacey when Spacey served as the artistic director of the Old Vic Theater. Yeah. I'm sure he's kind of personally friendly with him, too. Most recently, 4 men accused Singer of sexual misconduct in a story in The Atlantic. 2 of the men say they were underage at the time of the incident. Singer has disputed the allegations, saying that the story was written by a homophobic journalist. Yeah. See, when Singer has to pull that one, a homophobic journalist, all right, he's guilty as fuck. When he has to try to play the homophobic card, and you have 4 guys accusing him, 2 of them were underage, yeah, when he has to play that, he's probably guilty as fuck. There, I'm getting my swear out. Ugh. This shit really pisses me off. I've lost all respect for McKellen. And more than a dozen men, including 5 who said they were teens at the time, have come forward to allege Spacey sexually harassed, assaulted, or attempted to rape them. Spacey has denied all accusations of non-consensual sex. I love that choice of words. Non-consensual sex. Like, a teenage boy can consent to sex, that a minor can consent. That's the depravity of these kid diddler types. All right. In his mind, the kid consented. I didn't rape him. No, you still raped him, you sick fuck Spacey. All right, because guess what? Someone under the age of 18 cannot consent, meaning you had non-consensual sex. Oh my God. Oh. Oh God. I'm starting to sound like Alex Jones right now. I'm like channeling Alex Jones here. I'm having my male vitality wanting to like kill these people. Jesus Christ. These people in Hollywood, they really get under my skin with this type of shit. McKellen also seemed to joke on the podcast that he wondered if accusations against him will surface. Oh, really? He was joking? When he's defending this shit, I wouldn't be surprised if there's underage kids in his closet. The skeletons of them, so to speak. I'm sure those interdimensional beings will come out and expose you. I mean, I'm channeling Alex Jones. I don't know. Anyway, frankly, I'm waiting for someone to accuse me of something he said, to laughs from the crowd. Are you sure they weren't uncomfortable laughs? Uncomfortable laughter going on there, a little bit of it. And me wondering if they're not telling the truth and me having forgotten. No, you don't forget. If you're molesting children, I highly doubt you forget that. They might blend together, but you remember the gist of each encounter, I'm sure. Okay, because for someone who will defend that, someone who will do it. There's the thrill to it, I'm sure. Makes you wonder, don't it? Makes you wonder, because this is like setting himself up to be protected. Like, well, I don't know if I remember. I mean, makes you wonder, doesn't it, about McKellen defending kid diddling and acting like, oh, it's no big deal. Makes you wonder if there's any kid diddling in his closet, doesn't it? Really does. I've lost all respect for this man. I can't even look past him and look at his work and respect it for what it is now, knowing that he would defend something like this. I really want to just channel a combination of Alex Jones and Rocco from the Boondock Saints right now. I really do. I mean, tell me what you think in the comments about this. Do you think that he could be possibly, with his defense of this, dealing with the situation of having some kid skeletons in his closet, as it were? Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.